Our next fireside chat is on building global businesses. And it's with someone who is a global icon and known for building one of the greatest brands in the world, Victoria's Secret. Her influence reached far beyond the glossy walls of Victoria's Secret stores or even the glossier paper of its catalogs. As the woman at the head of a brand that moved seamlessly between high fashion, commerce, and pop culture, she became something of a seer in an industry defined by change. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ms. Sharen Turney, former president and CEO of Gloria Jeans Russia, Victoria's Secret, and Neiman Marcus Direct, who is joining us from Texas to be a part of IvyCap Day. We cannot thank her enough for joining us today. Her enthusiasm is truly infectious. Mr. Vikram Gupta would be conducting this fiery chat for us. Vikram, can we have you on the stage? We also have a very young and charming girl, Ms. Ayushi Gupta, who would help Vikram conduct this chat. She is the co-founder of GrayKea and product manager at Microsoft. She graduated from USC in computer science and business administration and raised an angel round as a student entrepreneur from the University of Illinois Endowment Fund. Please have a big round of applause for our next fireside chat.
Thank you, Madhuri. I know that Sharon is waiting online. Can we have her on the screen, please? Sharon, oh, hi, Sharon. Can you hear me, Sharon? Okay, we can't hear her, so can you make sure that we can hear her? Sharon, can you hear me? Oh, yes, I can hear you now. Thank you so much. Great. Okay, so I'll let Ayushi start first, and then maybe I'll ask a few questions later.
Hi, Sharon. It is truly an honor. Thank you so much for your time. I know it's quite late in Texas, a little over 11:30 p.m., so thank you so much for being here today. I'm a huge fan, and you are such an inspiration. You have really taken Victoria's Secret to new heights during your leadership. I'm sure we would all love to hear about your journey and how you built Victoria's Secret.
Thank you so much, and what a pleasure it is to be here with you all. And I'm hoping everyone is having a great day. When I think about, building a global brand, there's 5 characteristics for me that come to mind. And this is for anyone building a global brand. I think the first thing is that you want to have the same positioning worldwide. You don't want to create a brand for this country or this country. You really want to have one worldwide positioning. And this will really provide for you a combination of functional product quality as well as innovative with emotional appeal. The second thing that you have to think about in building a worldwide brand is you have to think about really translate. And when you start trying to be clever with your brand or product, sometimes it does not translate well. And I'll give you an example. There's a great French cheese company that had a nice little cute name, but then when they tried to expand to Iran, and then how they interpreted in Farsi was rotten. Now, who wants to associate cheese and rotten together? The second thing I think about is that really focusing on more of the singular categories. If you want lingerie, focusing on lingerie and not necessarily apparel and other things that go along. Because if you focus, you can really be a category killer. It also enables you to really streamline your supply base and gives you an opportunity to really go in and truly understand places where they're selling that product, whether it's specialty, online. So these will be a great opportunity. The third thing is it allows you to access to the global community. So the people buying from you, and consumers buying the brand, it really equals membership into a global community. The fourth thing is social responsibility. in terms of social responsibility. The whole ESG is becoming more and more important, and especially in the U.S. now, all corporations are having to report on that. And part of that ESG is security, part of it is sustainability, part of it is employment practices. No one's figured it out all of it yet, but the most important thing is to just get started. The fifth thing is to find good partners. And when I'm talking about partnerships, you need great attorneys to protect your intellectual property, your patents, and your trademarks. You really need to find trade representatives in the market and from highly recommended from people that you do know. And I think you have to really understand the political landscape of what's happening. And if you're going to license or if you're going to franchise, you need to make sure that you have these type controls. And so with launching Victoria's Secret, we were able to do a lot of that. Things continue to change. New challenges came out every day. Every year, different skill sets, because if you think about just what happened when the iPhone launched, and now we're going to cryptocurrency. So things are constantly evolving. And you want to make sure that your product is well packaged in a brand positioning that when it reaches the customer, that everyone is going to remember it. And great brands have to hire great people, and you have to constantly be on the look for what that next talented generation is. You've got to have partnerships within the supply base. And one of the things you have to do as well is think about editing your assortments. When is too much, and when is too little, not enough.
Thank you so much for sharing those 5 principles and some really great examples. That was amazing. So, as a young woman entrepreneur, I would love to hear from you, a widely renowned female in corporate or woman in corporate. What advice do you have for young women entrepreneurs and young women in business today?
Well, I think first of all, you have to think of yourself as a brand. And as you acquire the knowledge and you acquire experience, because as you go to interview or present yourself, you really have to think about a brand and how you're positioning that. The other thing that when I think about women in business today too, is you really have to follow your curiosity. And you know, you can change. For example, you may study one thing, get out in the real world, and find out, hey, that's not what I want to do. It's okay to change, as long as you follow your curiosity and follow your passion. You have a right to set boundaries in terms of how people talk to you, how people interact with you. The other thing about setting the boundaries too, you're not the person who goes to get the coffee, you're not the person who does all the copying. You really have to do and set the boundaries in terms of how you want to interact with each other. The other thing is you need a voice. Don't be shy in terms of sharing your opinion. A lot of people kind of say, I'll just sit back, and that's not what you need to do. You really need to have confidence in yourself. You really need to put yourself forward. You need to be a student of knowledge and be able to get credit for what you have accomplished. And sometimes, you know, women feel a little bit more different than men do, but don't be shy about it. And as you're sharing your voice, if someone's talking over you, just wait, let them finish, and then bring up your points again. You really need to think about how you're building a network and really using it, because you're going to meet many people along the way. It may be a professor, it may be an ex-colleague, and really keep that network alive, because you can always learn something from them, and you never know when they will present to you a career opportunity. I think also feedback is a gift. And women need to be asking for feedback. You know, sometimes it's not what you want to do, and sometimes it can be hard. But if you are willing to ask for feedback and really work on that and learn from that, that will go faster within your career. You need to be compassionate for about people. And, that is always going to pay you back when you do that. And I think that most of all, you want to exceed everyone's expectations. And don't seek for perfection. You're never going to, perfection, is never going to happen. And don't overstudy everything because sometimes you need to get enough information to make the decision so people can see you as a leader and not a follower.
Those are some amazing words of advice. Sharon, thank you. I know I've been in some of those situations myself, and so I'll definitely be using that in future conversations. So I remember when I was starting a company in the US, I realized that there was immense potential to go global. In today's generation, youngsters are itching to get into the world of entrepreneurship, and I would love to hear your thoughts on how US-based startups could go global, especially in countries like India today.
Well, when I think about, let's talk about India for a second. I think it is number one of the largest populations today. I think it has a country that has great opportunity. And when you think about people that in these big brands, India hasn't been their first choice. But I promise you, between now and the next 5 years, I think you're going to see more U.S.-based companies, both young brands as well as established brands, moving into India. And when you think about the rapid urbanization of India and what's happening, I think what's going to be tough for more so for some of the brands in India than they are here in the U.S. is most of these global brands already have a track record around the globe. And so as they enter India, they're going to know how to study the customer, how to study the region. They've already made a lot of mistakes. They're going to have a sophisticated supply base that will be able to help them to establish themselves into India. And so I think that you're going to see more of this happen. And in fact, I think today you might have seen Victoria's Secret open its first store in Mumbai and have two more coming up. It's just serendipitous that happened today. But it's not only the U.S. brands. It's like the H&Ms of the world and the Zaras of the world. Because if you just start in one location, you can start online, but it's very difficult and with the intensity of capital that it takes. And then you obviously never want to run out of money. But you have seen some successes with these, with young entrepreneurs who've gone in with the online-only business and have really started to see the kind of growth that they want. But I think the established brands are going to probably have an easier time of it if we're talking about the retail sector.
That's great, thank you.
That's, first of all, again, Sharon, I know that's getting close to midnight for you. And I've actually been in calls with you when it was like 3 a.m. your time, and I've seen the same level of energy, which I'm seeing right now. So thank you so much for that. And you've been a great mentor for us, and you've actually advised our companies, especially Gloria. In fact, I know I can see Neha Khan sitting here. Would love to hear your thoughts about how's been your experience being a mentor to Gloria, and you've been very active as a mentor with IvyCap, so would love to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, first of all, the Gloria team has just been fantastic. What a great management team, innovative, thinking about technology, and Gloria had already been successful in the direct-to-consumer consumer business. And when you think about technology, the platforms, the data that they were able to capture to really understand the customer, it's no wonder that Reliance Retail just made a big investment. And I know that we're going to see great things from Gloria. The other piece about being a mentor is this, is that really trying to understand what the challenges are who have made a big difference in your life. And with that, that is really what a mentor is. And I applaud IvyCap for bringing great professionals from different sectors of all business together to learn and to share their knowledge. And it's been amazing in terms of how I might have thought about something, but maybe somebody from the banking, the technology world, how they thought about it. And I think about the opportunity that is even ahead of Ivy Capital by even saying, hey, let's bring not just one mentor, but a few mentors together from different areas of business to really go in and solve problems for one of their companies. So I think it's great. I applaud it. I mean, knowledge is powerful. And I have never met a great leader who wasn't a teacher. And when you think about mentorship, that's what it is about. It's about teaching. And also, great leaders are also learners.
Awesome. No, and I think, our mentorship model itself, I think since you've been part of that, would love to hear your thoughts on our mentorship model in general, because you've been part of our other mentoring sessions as well. So any thoughts on that or any advice on that?
You know, just like I said, I think that it has been really outstanding in terms of what we learned from all the different sectors. And I think that really now it's not only the mentors learning from each other, but how do we really take that capsule of knowledge to really propel the businesses even further, faster. And it is always great to get outside perspective because what mentorship really does too, and this is what I have really noticed with the mentorship program, is it helps you really get a balcony view. Get out of, kind of just the norm of what's going on, which is nothing normal about it, and really get that balcony view.
Amazing. Of course, you know the consumer businesses very well, having built such a powerful business globally. And quite a few entrepreneurs from India who are building consumer businesses. Of course, they see a huge market in India itself, with 1.4 billion population. And many of them have aspirations to go global. What is your advice to such entrepreneurs who are actually thinking of going global?
Well, I think first of all is that what you want to do is that you have a concept, right? Everybody starts with an idea. And that you really need to get that proof of concept. And then behind that, you really need to have a business strategy that says, listen, in 5 years, 10 years, we'll turn a profit. This is how we're going to do it. This is the investment that we're going to need to make. Because a lot of entrepreneurs, as they're trying to enter either new countries or new businesses, is that they fail because they don't have the right business strategy, they don't have the right management behind them, and then they don't get the investments that they need. And it's amazing for, like, in the United States, just last year there was like 440,000 startups, and that is a lot. And when you think about that, 9 out of 10 don't succeed. And so really being a student of, well, what did they do? And most of the time, it's lack of strategy, lack of talent, and lack of money. And also, when you look at some of, like, for example, in the U.S., when you think about it in terms of Silicon Valley, 13.5% of all innovation comes out of Silicon Valley. So having that innovation and staying up with the times and making sure that when you are advertising or marketing or on social media, that you are really reaching the customers and that they're not trying to have to find you. You go out and tell your story.
Oh, that's great. I think totally agree with you. In fact, we are seeing quite a few companies, even in our own portfolio, who are actually doing very well in India, but they also have global aspirations, and I think they have a lot to learn from your experience, Sharen. You also mentioned earlier, Sharen, about being sustainable, and I think that's a challenge that we are seeing now. Lots of entrepreneurs trying to really balance things when it comes to sustainability, ESG, SDG. It was quite interesting to hear when you said earlier, that you have to also be sustainable. I would love to hear your thoughts in terms of how do entrepreneurs keep that balance as they look for growth?
Well, it's interesting because sustainability today is such an overused word and it's such a broad spectrum of things. And so when you think about, if you said, okay, I'm going to do some sustainable product, and if it's truly sustainable, then it's all, grown without any pesticides, the fabrics, etc. I think the best advice too is to say, what does sustainable mean to you? Where do you want to start? And then get started. Because if you just talk about it, you're never going to get started for sustainability. And then when you think about all of the innovation, like I just saw the most beautiful fabric that was made for sleepwear, but it was made out of plastic bottom. Now, when you think about a plastic bottom, you think, oh my gosh, it's a great fabric. You really could not tell the difference between a really high quality polyester and somewhat silk compared to this fabric that was made out of recycled bottom. So there are people out there, especially in the fabric market, who are thinking about how to bring more sustainable fabrics to the market because everybody's talking about it. They're talking about green foam, where you actually grow it from a plant-based perspective, and they've been working on that probably for 10 years. So it's these kinds of things that really are captured, and especially the new Gen Z customer who is really talking a lot about it, or they really understand it all. But it's amazing to me, people who have said, hey, listen, come in and buy a bra from us or a product from us, bring your old one in, and we'll make sure it gets recycled. That resonates. It's actually lifted people's business in terms of doing that. So when we think about really recycled programs and sustainability and that way, that kind of gets to the product concept. When we're thinking about ESG, which is the environment, the social, and the corporate governance, that's a much broader topic. And the biggest one today is really the data security. And, one of the American companies today, I'm sure around the world, reading all about the brands of people's websites are being taken over. And then you have to make a decision. Are you going to pay that ransom? Or are you just going to lose that business? And who says they're not going to do it again? So there's a lot going on when we talk about sustainability and ESG.
Awesome. No, thank you so much, Sharen. I know it's very late for you over there, so we really appreciate your taking time with us tonight, your time. And, we really look forward to working, with you as we continue on our path. And I know that you wanted to be here in person and just couldn't make it because you have a board meeting coming up on Monday. I've already taken your word that you'll be here next time in person, right?
That's right. September 2023, I will be there.
Awesome.
Thank you very much for having me. I hope everyone continues to enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you so much, Sharen. Really appreciate your time.